What's up, fellas? So this video is going to be the first video of a series that I'm going to start called The Jacked Mindset. This is what you're going to actually need to ingrain inside of your mind in order to get jacked. So without further ado, I'm going to get straight into the video. So this first episode is going to be the season of no. Guys, you have to understand, if you want people to finally start saying yes to you, you have to be able to say no. Now, here's the thing. In today's day and age especially, first appearance is everything. When you want to get a job, you want to get hired, the boss is going to go based off of your first appearance, right? He's going to go based off of your looks. Now, when you want to get promoted and the CEO or the regional manager comes in and he doesn't know you from a can of paint, he only knows what your boss says about you and how you look. So he's going to base the outcome off of exactly that, right? Whether you get promoted or not, it's going to be based off of those two things. When you want to date a high quality woman, guys, you can say whatever you want to say, but we know, you and I both know, that when it comes to women, that first date, first appearance is literally everything. Now, when you want to meet her parents, her family and friends, again, they're going to only go based off of what she says about you and how you look. So this is why first appearance is everything. Now, in public, obviously you shouldn't really care about what other people think about you. However, or whatever they say about you. However, guys, the way they view you matters to an extent. You have to be undeniably cold. When you walk in a room, your physique should just demand respect. And I say that to say this, guys. What you experience on a daily basis and how people treat you is gonna solely depend on how they perceive you to be. So again, if you don't work out, you look like a slob, you have man tits, how do you think people are gonna treat you? And vice versa. If you're jacked, you take care of yourself. You actually respect yourself. How much more respect do you think others are going to give you? So this leads me to the actual topic of the video. Guys, you have to be able to say no to your peers and everyone around you. There's a reason why only 1% of men have elite physiques. And chances are, your family and friends aren't a part of that 1%. So, whether they realize it or not, every single time they tell you to do things that conflict with your self-improvement journey, they're trying to drag you down with them. So whether it be when they say, hey man, you can let loose and have a drink or two, or whenever they invite you out to the club, knowing that you just started doing your 5 a.m. workouts. Whenever they say, hey man, that burger's not going to kill you. Or whenever they ask to work out with you, knowing that you guys are on two completely different paths and that they're most likely just going to talk the whole time and fuck around. Or whenever your girl said this movie night and she orders DoorDash, knowing that you just started your diet. So I want you guys to realize all of these things. Society is teaming up against you to try to conform you, to make you conform to being normal, conform to being average. And they're trying to get you to buy into their agenda. And the moment that you say yes to all of these things is the moment that you lost. I had a client one time, an in-person client one time. This motherfucker was 400 pounds. And this is all tough love. I don't bash anybody. But this motherfucker was 400 pounds with a wife and a kid. How many times do you think he told people yes? How many times do you think he told his family and friends yes? How many times? Because I don't think you guys really understand that. You know how much it takes to get to 400 pounds? At that point, we're not even worrying about getting a 1% physique. We're worrying about staying healthy so we don't fucking die. Right? Now we got to worry about our blood pressure. We got to worry about, contracting coronary heart diseases and shit. Right? And for you guys that don't go based off of pounds, I believe 400 pounds is close to like 190 kilos. Something like that. But yeah, man. This motherfucker was 400 pounds. Not a care in the world. At that point, he didn't care about his family. He didn't care about his friends. right? He thought he was caring about them by saying yes to all the bullshit. At the end of the day, they're not going to give a damn about if you missed out on that party, that birthday party, or if you didn't eat their fucking green bean casserole at Thanksgiving, if you're on the brink of death, if you're about to die, if you're on a hospital bed, right? Your health is number one. But for the guys that already got that down packed, they got their health down packed, and now they're just trying to get, that elite physique and make sure they never go back or backslide into being unhealthy. That's what it's going to take. You're going to have to be able to say no to all of these things, all of these, opportunities that pop up. You have to be able to say no. Because once you say yes, you're going to spiral down that bad path. You're going to spiral down the bad path that keeps you in the same spot. Because let's be real. If you go to the club, you say yes to the club, you're going to stay out to 1 to 2 a.m., right? You don't have enough mental fortitude, mental resilience to say, to cut it early. To be like, all right, guys, I got a 5 a.m. workout tomorrow. I'm going to leave at 10. You're not going to say that, right? You're going to care about what your friends and family think about you in that exact moment. Once you go to the cookout, you're not going to be able to resist that fucking burger, bro. You know that. So to prevent these things from even happening or even being a thought, you have to shut it down when the opportunity is presented to you, right? You have to say no in that exact moment. This is your season of no, especially in this current season, right? The holidays. You have to be able to say no, bro. And you know what's so crazy? The average motherfucker will look at me and be like, oh, it's just because he's young. Let's see if he still has that body when he's 40. No. That's not going to be me. And you want to know why? Because I'm not like you motherfuckers. I can deny my flesh. I don't have to have a drink to have a good time. And I've been eating so clean. I've been eating all these whole foods for so long that I don't even care for fast food or any of that other bullshit anymore. So yeah, I'll be lean and aesthetic for the rest of my life. Or better yet, they'll be like, oh, be realistic. Do you really think someone can build that much muscle that fast, naturally? Guys, do you think I got here by being realistic? I was realistic to my standards, not society's standards. So I didn't listen to Google or any other fucking search engine or fucking ChatGPT. I didn't listen to those fucking guys at the gym that thought they knew shit. Meanwhile, they're walking around here with a fucking beer belly. I knew what I wanted, and I fucking chased that shit with relentless intent. So if I were to listen to everyone else but my own heart and my own intent, I would look like everyone else. You have to be able to deny what the flesh wants for an extended period of time. So yes, you're going to have to say no to the fun, no to all the bullshit for a while. Not forever, but just until you achieve that 1% physique. Because once you get there, you're going to realize that it's going to be way harder to go back to the old version of yourself, right? And it's kind of crazy because a lot of you motherfuckers don't know what it truly takes to actually achieve this physique. And if you were to see my every single move, my every step that I took to get here, you motherfuckers would be like, oh, fuck that, I'm out. I don't want it that bad, right? And that's okay. But just stay on that side. Don't try to fake it like you want it and give it, half the effort. No, bro. Realize where you're at and stay on that side. No one's going to be mad at you for that, right? No one's going to be mad at you for admitting you don't have what it takes. The only person that's going to be mad is your future self, right? So really ask yourself, is the price of never saying no and saying yes to everyone and everything really worth it? You guys have to understand, until you build a respectable physique, people are going to keep telling you no. Not because it's just the physique that you're chasing, but you're chasing everything else that comes with it. the way women treat you, the respect it demands, the joy and confidence you have when you look in the mirror. And one thing that I hate is when people achieve something in life and they tell their audience that they're going to get desensitized to the achievement once they accomplish it, right? Guys, that's the biggest load of shit I've ever heard in my life. Guys, once I got jacked, I had a huge sense of joy. Not because I finally got the physique, but because I was able to actually see my full potential. I was able to achieve something that less than 1% of men are able to achieve. That's what gave me joy when I looked in the mirror and, saw that physique every single morning, right? So no, I'll never get desensitized to this. Because I'll tell you what, it sucked having to grind all those late nights. It sucked having to come back from an injury and do it all over again. It sucked when those chicks wouldn't show me respect. And it sucked when I didn't know how much I could achieve and how far I could actually go. So, would I do it all over again? Hell yeah. But that's only because I love the game. It's only because of how much love I actually have for the game. So I can tell you what, it felt like hell being on that side compared to where I'm at today. So no, I would never get tired of this feeling. I would never get desensitized to this. So again, like I said, realize where you're at in your journey. Realize what season you're currently in. And ask yourself, should I be saying yes to this or should I be saying no? And if the answer is no, completely remove yourself from that scenario. Completely remove yourself from that environment. So you don't end up where you started. So you don't go back to square one, right? So, yeah, guys, that was it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys really retain everything that I was saying in this video. So let me know in the comment section if you guys want me to drop these every week or once every other week. And also, if you're looking to build that respectable physique, but you're just struggling with the accountability, or you genuinely just don't know where to start, click the link in the description, book a call, and I'm going to see if you're a good fit to work with me. But until next time, guys, I'm out.